Well, good morning everybody and welcome
to the Sunday morning show.
What are we doing today then, Char?
Daddy, we're going out to find golf balls.
That's exactly what we're doing. Well, today we are at Perranporth, and the reason we're at Perranporth is because it's half term here in the UK, which is kind of like, well, it's school holiday time. We're down here staying in this beautiful lodge overlooking the stunning links that is Perranporth Golf Club. And I thought today we'd have a little think about golf balls. Golf balls getting more and more expensive for the average consumer, let's say, but actually, do we need to go out and buy new golf balls, or could we go out and find golf balls? And if we do find golf balls, how good actually are they? So I thought today we'd go out and look for some golf balls, see how many we can find with the squad and him. He enjoys it as well. And then I always said that the #1 lost golf ball in golf was a Callaway, but we're going to put that to the test today, kids, aren't we? Because I actually think possibly TaylorMade might actually be the #1 lost golf ball around this golf course, as they sell an awful lot of them in the pro shop. It's a Hendriksen. First one up is a Hendriksen, the AD 333. Thank you. Pop that in your pocket, Bob.
Be some in there?
Yeah, definitely there'll be some in there. Remember, what you got to think of is that when it gets really windy, people start winging the balls everywhere, don't they? How are you getting on, Mons? You finding some? That's it. Get that nose to the ground. Keep looking, keep looking. Oh, he's got one. Monty, Monty, come here. That is the first golf ball that dog has ever found. What's he found, Jar?
A Titleist one, Pro V.
Pro V1. He's like brand new. It's got a bit of dog slime on it, but it's brand new now, isn't it? Very good, Monty. Thumbs up to Monty.
Dad, I found one.
You got one as well?
Yeah.
What have you got?
A Titleist 3 Pro V1.
Another Pro V1. Maybe Pro V1s are the #1 lost ball. We'll see. Right, that's 3 in the bag then. So actually quite a funny story. I was kind of young, growing up, starting out in the game of golf. You know, finding golf balls was what we had to go and do. You couldn't just go into the pro shop and pick up golf balls at the age of 9 or 10 years old. So going out, finding golf balls with my dad, my brother, my sister, whole family, out we'd go. And this one particular day, I was down in the woods at Churston on the 17th, right at the 17th. Anyway, we were in there, me and a friend of mine, and we found probably about 90 to 100 golf balls down there. It's like nobody'd been down there for years. And one of the guys that lives right by it, who was a member of the golf club, and bearing in mind we were probably maybe 10 or maybe 12, let's say we were 12 years old, and he came out and he had a right pop at us. We were junior members, so we were okay to be on the golf course or be in the grounds of the golf course. But he came out and he had a go at us and said, those golf balls didn't belong to us. Those golf balls belonged to the club professional. And we had to go and hand those golf balls in to the club professional. And we didn't. However, we told him we were going to do that, but we didn't, because we needed the golf balls for ourselves. And I just thought to myself at the time, you know, how much fun we were having finding golf balls, and you'll see it today with these two. You know, how much fun it is when you actually find that golf ball. You feel like you've achieved something by hunting it down, finding that golf ball and being able to use something to take onto the golf course. Just small little things like that, isn't it, that can have a little knock-on effect with certainly kids coming up through into playing the game of golf. We don't need it. We really just don't need it. At the end of the day, it's finders keepers. If you can get out there in a safe environment and find golf balls at the right time of the day where there's nobody out on the golf course, then get out there and do it. But what I do want to do with the golf balls that we find today, I want to put them to the test. I want to get an idea as to whether second-hand golf balls, used golf balls that you find out on the golf course, can actually work still really well for you as the golfer. So we're going to select a few of the ones that we find here today. I'm going to put them to the test in the studio when I get back after this trip and see if they actually work for me, and could I actually take them out onto the golf course and play with them. Cha-cha, how are we getting on?
I can't find any.
Can't find any?
I found one!
The one golf ball you've been looking for the last couple of days, and there it is. What is it about this ball you like the most?
The line on this, because it will help you putt.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What is it? That's TaylorMade.
It's TaylorMade.
It's a TaylorMade. Lovely, Bob. Right, put that in the pocket. We move on. Hello, hello. This is right by the spot where Bobby found his, and the rules, oh, there it is, look, number 1 lost ball. What's the rules where you find one?
You find another.
And the reason I say that is because it's kind of like where the hitting zones are. So when, let's say it's 200 yards off the tee, that'll be a popular spot of a lot of players that will hit it around 200 yards, and they'll maybe slice the golf ball a little bit and hit it into certain pockets of the golf course. So where you find one, you generally find more. What about you, Mons? Any good?
Any good, Monty?
Still sniffing away. Cha-cha?
Found one.
Hang on a minute, what have you got? Oh, that's dug down. Go on, Bob, you're gonna have to get in there. Charlie's got her French nails on. Not sure we're gonna be able to.
Get it?
Bobby, get that? Charlie, get that?
I can get it.
You got it?
Yep.
That is down there. Let's have a look. What is it? It's muddy. Oh, Pro V char again.
Pro V.
That's an oldie one though, that one. That's, oh no, it's not that old.
Must have been dug down. It's a Pro V one.
Yeah, 2010-ish, something like that, I would say. You can understand why people can't find their golf balls, because that is very deep.
It's Titleist.
Another Titleist. Tor soft. That is buried. Got to be a ball under there. Yep, there it is. Oh, they're Pro Vs everywhere, aren't they? To be fair, these are older Pro Vs. I don't know what year that one is, but...
I found one!
Yes, Jar! Woo, woo.
Hendriksen 2,
Jar, you've just
soft
got that in your
feel.
pocket. We got one! We got one, Mum. TaylorMade TP5X.
The second one.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Yep, another one.
Another.
Where you find one, you'll find two, Bobby. Pro V1, Pro V1.
It's here.
There you go.
There you go.
Crikey, no. Oh, Callaway again.
Callaway.
Number 1 lost ball. Callaway what?
Super soft.
Super soft. What you got, Jar?
Ooh.
What have you got?
Titleist 1 PWC.
Oh, a logo ball. True Feel. That one. Oh, hello. A little cedar. A little seed. Good boy. So how many reckon we got them?
I reckon about just over 100, Daddy.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Not bad. Right, team, this is what we have got. Bob, tell them, how many golf balls have we actually found in the last 3 days?
121 golf balls.
And we talked about the fact that there was a number 1 lost ball, which I thought was a Callaway. However, what is it?
Titleist.
Titleist. How many balls were found at Titleist?
48.
48 Titleist golf balls. Cha-Cha, which is your favourite?
I have this one. This is a TaylorMade 2. It's got a cool pattern on it.
Yeah.
It's got a line. You know, pretty good.
Bob, show us which was your favourite and why.
This is my favourite because of the line on it. It will help you putt. And my goal was to find a golf ball like this.
Yeah.
And we did.
That's it. How many did you get of those?
We have 5 because
5.
I found one in my golf bag as well.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to select I'm going to select a few of the balls from what we've picked up here this week, take it back to the studio at Churston, hit some shots with you, and give you some numbers exactly of how they're performing. However, we are going to play a match today, aren't we?
Yeah.
This could be the worst decision of a match I've ever had. However, I've got a couple of things to show you before we get into that game. Just look at the quality of these surfaces. The rain that we've had in the last, I would say now the last month, has been a lot. A lot of golf courses out there not actually open in the UK right now, but links golf is where you've got to be looking when you're playing your winter golf. If you want to get away for like a weekend or a couple of days away, find links golf courses. You're guaranteed to get some pretty firm conditions and firm grass to play off. I promise you, this is literally like a carpet, and it is not wet at all. And that's because the majority of links golf courses out there built on sand. You get those sort of peaty courses and areas around a golf course that are a bit peaty, but for the most part it's built on sand, free draining, absolutely perfect for winter golf conditions. I know that Nathan down here at Perranporth has got some fantastic deals going on through the winter, so make sure you check it out, because as I've said to you before, the accommodation on site here at Perranporth has been, well, it's fantastic. We've had an amazing few days down here for the half term. We've had to stay in one of the lodges. I've had a chance to go in and take some photographs of some of the other lodges, and I've got some great shots on the golf course as well. This place is looking stunning. But with that in mind, let's get out onto the golf course and have this match, which is, well, maybe not my best decision, put it that way.
Right, kids, rules of the day. No crying,
Okay.
no arguing, and no laughing at mummy.
Oh, it's perfect.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone.
Well, that was a lot of fun out on the golf course, finding all these golf balls, and I have to say the majority of golf balls that we found, out of the 120, let's say, golf balls we found, most of them pretty good actually. A lot of them sort of buried, but if you clean them up, they're in good shape. However, I have selected a number that I want to hit here today that I think are a little bit either sketchy or they're just, I've never heard of them. So the other two that I've really found, which are really quite cool and interesting, is I found a Slazenger Balata 90. Now, it's a little bit worn, as in it's got a little bit of a chunk taken out of it, as in someone's thinned it out of the bunker, which if you thinned a Balata back in the day, you'd have a massive cut in it. And I also found a Piper ball. Never heard of a Piper golf ball. This one is, again, got a little bit of a chunk, so again, been thinned out of a bunker probably. But I'm going to hit these balls just to get a bit of an idea as to how they're performing. Don't think they're going to perform great in the fact that they've got chunks out of them. However, the other balls that I found, refurbished Titleist Pro V1 golf balls. Now, I've never really ever hit a refurbished golf ball. I have no idea. I've heard some absolute horror stories, so I want to hit some with those. I've also got another Slazenger which I found, which is a V300 soft. I've got a Vice ball that I really wanted to test because I've never tested them. And I've also got a Loco. Now, again, never heard of a Loco. Now, the big drop-offs that you're going to get with these golf balls is certainly when you come into your wedge game. So let's hit some shots. Let's give you some averages and see how they actually perform for me. Now, the Vice ball to get us going with first, direct to consumer with Vice ball. So you're going to find them possibly, let's say, a little bit cheaper than your TaylorMade, your Callaways, your Titleist. But let's have a hit with them. Kind of going up against the Pro V1, this one. So lovely feeling, super soft. First shot out the bat, 160 yards with an average spin of around 6.6. So that is pretty good. Bearing in mind I'm using a 7-iron here. You compare that to a Pro V1X, I'm getting about 158, 159 yards on an average carry, and with a spin rate of around sort of 6.8. So this one performing pretty good. That was a bit of a pull, so it should drop off in its spin and increase its yardage. That was a better one, a little bit leaky to the right. 7.3, so we've popped that up a little bit. So also dropping down to around 150 yards, but this is called the Vice Pro Plus, which I reckon is equivalent to the Pro V1, not necessarily the Pro V1X, just based on kind of how it feels to me. That was good. 155, 6.5 in the spin. Not bad for the Vice. Loco, this is Dunlop's Loco ball. Now, I'm gonna hit this with a 7-iron. I'm gonna give you some averages with the wedge numbers as well, because this is where I really think we're gonna see a drop off. This one should go lower in the spin and should go a little bit further, really. However, that's pretty good. 6.6 in the spin, going 157 yards. That's actually very good, considering this is probably a very cheap golf ball. Let's give it one more. A little thin, but pretty good. 6.3 in the spin, going 159. So, Loco golf ball, I think that's not bad. It probably feel like a bit of a rock when you're putting with it, but the averages I'm getting with a 7-iron, pretty good. As dodgy as it gets, these are the refurbished golf balls. And I've picked two out here, because one says it's the Pro V1 and one says it's the Pro V1X. So let's go with Pro V1X to get us going with. The actual colour and everything on it, it actually feels and looks a little bit more like a Balata or an old professional ball. So, feels nothing like a Pro V. However, 158 yards, spinning it at 6.9. That is absolutely where a Pro V1X has been sat with a 7-iron. That is pretty good. Let's give it one more go with this one. 159.68 in the spin. That's impressive. That one's gets the tick as far as I'm concerned. Feels, it felt okay actually, to be fair, but how much feel can you get with a 7-iron? Now we're going to the Pro V1 refurbished version. This one should see it go a little further in the yardage, a little bit lower in the spin compared to the previous. To be fair, 157 yardage carry and spinning it at 6.799. So almost identical to what I just saw out of the last one, and actually pretty similar to what we're seeing out of the Pro V1X, the official Pro V1X. There we go, 6.4 spin, hit that all right. Carry 158. To be fair, slightly pulled, so you should see the spin drop off fractionally. Yeah, I've got that about, what, 5 or 6 yards left of target. Not bad. I'm just shocked. There you go, there's the one. 6.3 in the spin. That was a great shot, going 161 yards. I knocked them, to be fair, but they performed really well. I'm quite shocked at how well they've performed. And then last but not least, the V300 softball by Slazenger. Again, probably very similar to that low pro ball that I've got there. Probably going to see it a little bit cheaper in your shops, but let's see what this actually does. A little thin. 5.8 in the spin. That's the lowest spin so far. 5.8 in the spin, going 152 yards. So I've caught that a little bit, to be fair, a little bit thin. Let's give it one more go with a 7-iron. Oh, I tell you what, it feels great off the face. Yeah, 156 yards carry, spinning it at 5.9. So that particular ball, the Slazenger, spin-wise, coming out about 1,000 revs less than what I'm seeing out of that Titleist Pro V1X and all the other kind of balls that we've been testing here today. Do you know what was interesting though? The Piper ball and the Slazenger ball, which is the Slazenger ball, is actually completely falling apart. Look, I mean, it's an old ball, so it's all the paint work is coming off of it. That Piper ball is a decent looking ball, to be fair. Got the line on it. These spin 7,300 revs that I was getting out of that Piper ball, going around 149 yards. And the Slazenger Balata ball, that one got me at 7.5 to 7.6 in the spin. So super spinny golf balls and dropping off on the yardage there. That one, Slazenger there, coming out at 147 yards with my 7-iron. So actually some really interesting numbers when you look at these balls, doing actually exactly what I'd expect them to do. When you look at that Loco and that Slazenger, when you get the wedges in your hand, you're going to see that drop off massively. And this is when it comes down to ball testing. You're going to see those drop offs really drop down. Yardage is actually dropped down as well. So spin down at like 5.2 and 3,000 revs is an absolute no-no. You're going to get such inconsistencies coming into those greens with those wedge shots. Pretty much leveled out when I got into those 7-irons, and I expect to see that from 7-iron up to driver. Those numbers shouldn't change a great deal, and you should see similar numbers as in yardages as well. But the winner of it, I think, is this Vice ball and even the refurbished Pro V1X that they've got there. This Vice ball going pretty similar numbers to what I'm seeing out of the Pro V1X that I'm testing here in the studio. And that refurbished Pro V1X, I think it pretty much is a Pro V1X. However, that Pro V1, which is a refurbished ball, it just is not a Pro V1, I don't think. Its spin really dropped off of the wedge and its yardage dropped off. So if you are testing out refurbished golf balls, I would probably give them a wide berth. But I'd like to hear down in the comments, are you somebody that goes and uses lake balls, things like that? Are you somebody that likes to prefer to go for the brand new ball, tee it up fresh in that competition? Or do you just get out and find your own golf balls? I'd like to hear down there in the comments. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that Sunday morning show. Just a bit of an insight into what we've been up to. I'm just glad to get some bits filmed, if I'm honest, in the half term. I feel like I'm very lucky to have had the time to be able to do it. I've got a very understanding family to allow me to be able to get this show actually completed during the half term. A big thank you to Perranporth Golf Club for hosting us, having us down there. Big thank you to Nathan for setting that up for me. I know he'd be watching this video. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have no idea what's coming out next week on the channel. So if I don't see you next week, I will see you for the following Sunday morning show. Thanks for watching.